In last lecture, we have been talking about map types you can define specifically on the objects. In this lecture, I would like to introduce you type of keyword. Okay, so how we can use type of? First, we will be not needing any custom array and a custom object any longer, so I will remove them. And also I will remove this person. Okay, now let's create here a simple function. Let's create here a function called logger, function logger, and the responsibility of this function will be just return here a string hello world, and that's basically it. Now I will define here a new variable. All right, I'll call it actually let, or it can be const also. Const, I will call it kinda logger. And I will specify here a type of a kinda logger. And I would like to have a kinda logger function, the same type as I am defining the logger. Okay, on the logger, I'm not specifying here any type, but implicitly the type is defined. When you will hover over the logger, you can see the type of this function is the function that returns the string. It's a function that takes null parameters, 0 parameters, and returns string. So when I would like to reuse this type from already created function, I can define here kinda logger column is type of logger. So type of logger. Immediately I will get here error, so I will write here is a function that return string. Returns hey guys, because I'm saying it often. All right. Okay, so I'm saying here, if I'm creating a new variable, it will be the type of the logger. Therefore, I have to assign here the function that returns any string. It has to meet these conditions. It will be function that takes 0 parameters and returns string. Okay, when you hover over the type of this function. The type of this function is a function that takes 0 parameters and returns a string, as you can see it there. If I would say here, kinda logger is a type of a logger, but it's a function that returns, let's say, 100, I'll get here error when I will hover over. The expected type comes from the return type of the signature. The type number is not assignable to type string. This referring the type number, which is a 100, is not assignable to type string, which is defined by the logger. Okay, I'll return here back string. When I will define here parameters, let's say it takes parameter a. Again, error because the function logger doesn't specify any parameters. If I will say here, yes, function logger expect to receive here some name parameter of type string, then it's fine. I can say here type of the logger is a function that takes 1 parameter, and this parameter will be type of the string. Okay, so that's how you can create types from already created functions or the variables. Okay, so that's example with the logger. What we can extend it even more. So I can specify here, for example, that's an interesting thing. When I will say here my logger is the function that take any number of parameters. How can I say it's a function logger? It's a function that takes any number of the parameters, any types of the arguments, because I don't want to specify a specific number of the arguments. When I can do here, I can destructurize them. I can write here this args, it takes the arguments array. All right, and I will write here also we need to specify here. Okay, let me see. All right, this will actually it's getting me actually error. I wasn't expecting to see here this. Okay, let me see it here. Is type of the array of the any. Not like this, like this. Okay, now it's fine. I defined it wrongly before. So if you want to say your function takes any number of the arguments, any number of the parameters, you can just write here these 3 dots arguments, and it will say it takes any array of the parameters. So now I can say here logger takes the parameter a parameter. Let's say it can take name, age, and so on, and there will be type of any. I can specifically define here. Okay, it can take string, it can take number. So when I will call this function kinda logger, I need to assign here string, and the second value has to be number. Okay, so that's how you can define any numbers of arguments into your function. And that's the type of logger. You can also use it with variables, as I said. So when I will use here, let's say I'll write here const person is the object with the name Philip and age 30. I would like to create a type for it. So when I will create, for example, person 2, and I would like to share the same characteristic as the person, I will just say here, yeah, person 2 will be type of the person, so type of person, and therefore I need to assign here name and the age. On value doesn't matter, because when you are sending to the age 30, this age is a number, and when you are sending a string to the name, it's a string. So this is creating the type of the person, which is basically extracting this here. Okay, if I'm saying type of person, I'm extracting this. Okay, so person now has to have a name. Let's say John. All right, and the age 35. Okay, so that's how you can provide Typeof. It's very useful when you are creating some generic function, for example, logger function, and if you have a different types of a specific loggers, you would like to share the same characteristics, then you will use a Typeof. You don't need to create any type any longer, just a type of logger, and you will define the parameters and also return type depending on the type of your main function. Okay, so that's a Typeof. This will be very important for the next lecture. If you have any questions, ask them, and let's see you in the next one. Cheers.